Yes, sir. Back like we never left. You know the vibes, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tap in with us. Man, y'all know what's happening. We got some stuff to talk about, and we're going to react to this viral sensation that's going on with homie and buying his, he came, bought his kids some food, and the mom felt some sort of way, and why did she feel some sort of way? We're going to unpack it because there's different sides to look at it from, different lenses to lend to this viral clip. And I'm going to play the part that's most noticeable first and foremost, right? That's what I'm going to do. What up, though, collectors? Let me introduce this thing appropriately. Y'all know, per usual, live on Broadway podcast. I know what we do around here. If you're on Clubhouse, please hit that link that's pinned to the top and like that video because we are streaming live on YouTube. YouTube, tap in, get into our comment section. You know the vibes, big energy. You hear me? Per usual. Shout out to, yes sir, my bad. Shout out to the YouTube viewership. Shout out to you all. Instagram, if you want to be brought up, hit that button. I'll bring you up appropriately. You can link your POV to us as is. You hear me? So let's talk what we came to talk about, man. I'm going to play these clips. We're going to react to them. And the first clip, just to set it up in the right way, homie is bringing his girl, is bringing his kids, his ex-girl, some food, right? He's bringing her some, he's bringing his kid that he had with her some food, right? And inside of him bringing his kids some food, she pops off her mic. She says what she says. You guys are going to see it. It's kind of triggering, depending on who's looking at it, depending on who and where you've been at in this whole situation. Because we all dated somebody that perhaps has had a child. And it gets a little bit spooky, right? So, oh, man. Let's get to the shits, man. I'm going to play it. Instagram, you know this is going to pause for a moment, but we're going to bring it right back. So tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast. Let's get to the shits.
And day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child.
No, I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
You had
Them are his siblings, though.
There's so many things to unpack here. So many things to unpack here. Just the fact that if you're watching us on YouTube, you see right here, right? When that car pull up, look, when the car pull up, the car isn't in its best shape, right? The car is not in its best shape. The car looks like homie needs a meal. He looks like the car is broken. He looks like it was hit or something. He didn't repair it. I'm saying these things because these are context clues, people. These are context clues. Maybe he doesn't have it. It's important to highlight the things that's in the video. I'm going to play it again because I think it's important that you check for it. Hit that link that's up top and watch the video so you guys can see. And we're going to get into the response and we're going to get into it all because, yes, we're having a conversation. Is feeding another person's kids an obligation or not? Just bear with me. Let's watch the video again.
And day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child.
No, I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, is that my problem?
Whoa. You know I don't get my food stamps into the 7th or 11th, whatever she said. Context clues. I don't know what you guys are hearing, but what I'm hearing is, you know, so he knows she gets her food stamps on the 7th or 11th. I forget what she said, but let me continue on.
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings, though.
Wow. He said, you had them kids. You. Tap in with us. Clubhouse, I need it from you guys. What up, though, Trills? I see we got Raquel. We got Latoya. Pull up Miss Parker. We need the commentary. I want to see you guys in the comments on YouTube as well. Shout out to the YouTube viewership. Shout out to Instagram. Tap in with us. We got some stuff to play. I just don't want to talk about the response yet. I'm going to get to the response. I want to talk about what I played, what you guys feel, how you guys feel about it, and simply, is feeding another person kids an obligation or not? Wake it up. Tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast.
Can I go in?
Please.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's your wife, yeah, you got to do it. If that's your baby mom's, your wife, whatever you want to call it.
That's his ex-girlfriend. Hello?
Oh, nah, hell no. Hell no.
That's his ex-girlfriend. Is he obligated to feed the kids that she...
No. Now, if that's my new wife, I'm fucking with, yeah. If that's my new wifey, my new girlfriend, and she got kids, and I'm going to take care of her kids. Facts.
He not obligated, but the way she explained it, when I heard her say like they was together, he know the kids. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa, you going too fast. Oh, I see what you're doing. You not the response.
Yeah, that's the part I want to get in on that.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for that part.
All right, cool. So just this part. Because
where you want to keep it at?
I want to keep it on the part in the clip that I just played, because he pulls up in a beat up car. She's saying, I don't get my food stamps until she gets food stamps. He knows she gets food stamps.
All right, so looking at that part, like if you want to look at the dynamic, he looked like he broke, he might not have it. You got a point. You might have a point. But all right, we want to unpack that part. He probably don't have it. So yeah, that's why I look cheesy. He probably don't got it. Like, I'm thinking maybe that's the issue. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think any man that's riding around in a beat up car, respectfully, he ain't got it. That's a nigga beat up car. Your car dirty. I think in my head, you ain't got it. Am I the only person that think like that? Right.
No, you got a point.
Right? So I like to unpack things piece by piece, listen to what's actually being said and not interpreting what we want to interpret. Hence the reason why, I like low key, I watch a lot of cop shows and I like to get into detective way. I like to, maybe in my past life, I should have worked for the judicial system, but I didn't go to Yale, I went to jail. No, tap in with me though. How you guys feel about this? What you guys just heard? We got a lot of ladies in here. We're going to get to the reaction part because she did respond. She absolutely responded. I don't know if you guys heard it, but we going to play it here. How you feel about it, Miss Parker?
She on the phone.
Okay, well, Ashley?
So, sister, flag on the play. You can't push your responsibility on somebody else. Them other kids are not his. His obligation is to the child that you and him had together. Now, I do believe, it would have been nice if he had it to be able to bring, food to the kids, but just looking at the shape of his vehicle, he probably didn't have it. So, hey, sis, take responsibility for your own kids.
Right. Take responsibility for your. You see, so what I'm hearing is sometimes people like to how you say that they like to not deflect, but misplace their anger, right? That's what they like to do. They like to misplace their anger. What I'm hearing is because she's upset that she probably didn't get her food stamps yet, right? And she's upset that he is upset with him because traditionally, like what I hear, I could be wrong. Traditionally, though, I hear, and when I don't mean traditionally, more often than not, that's what I want to say. More often than not, I hear women be upset with like their baby fathers, like for whatever reasons, whatever those reasons are. Who cares? But it seems like she might have misplaced her anger, and she may have been upset with him because he's bringing food for the other kids, but he's not bringing food for her kids that he didn't have with her. I need to say it again, that he did not have with her. She's upset by way of that. It gets nasty. It does. Shout out to the YouTube viewership. Hit that comment section. I'm going to talk about and read you guys' comments back. Shout out to the Instagram viewership. Clubhouse, there's a lot to unpack here, and I wanted to do a video on this way more sooner, but something told me that there would be more stuff that would come out. So I said, I'm going to sit back like a Mac with my army suit being black, and I'm going to do just that. And that's exactly what came to pass. She jumped in front of the camera. She had something to say. And what she said was, well, we're going to get to that. We're going to play it. And when I play it, I want to see if the commentary that we just provided, to any stretch of the imagination, will it change? And we got Trillion up here. I'm so eager to hear how Trillion feel in regards to this, because I'm going to get to it. Trillion, just hold tight. Shout out to Trey. She said the cost of a McDonald's meal is the equivalent to a pack of chicken or some veggies that could feed everyone. The fuck? I bet it could.
The fuck?
I bet it could. Fuck is you talking about? But what I will say is, it may feed everyone, right? But is that his obligation? Is he obligated to do that? Is he obligated to feed the other children? But don't fret. I know what you guys are doing. You guys are waiting for this next clip. I'll carefully oblige. Bring Mike Moon up, please, mods, and bring up the other giants, and we're gonna have this conversation entirely. Love you, Trey, and I'm going to get to this other clip. Instagram is going to pause. Go to my YouTube, Broadway the Giant. The link's in my bio. Clear. Here we go.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
Period. Can I go? She got a mean PR department, boy. They done cleaned her up nice.
Right?
She came back to the table like she came back ready. I don't care what nobody else talking about. Nobody ain't gonna eat. We all don't eat.
Nobody gonna eat.
So, alright. So with that bit of context, for me, again, I would have did it anyway. for all of the kids, I would have figured out a way to bring them something if that was the case. But knowing that I used to do it and then to just not do it, I'm just not. I can't treat kids like that. I can be spiteful to you, but the kids, they ain't got nothing to do with this. So they would have got a nugget apiece, and they would have split the
Not a
small fries.
nugget. Oh my
I
God.
mean, they would have had to do what they had to do. Like,
Not a
I brought
nugget.
something. Pour the soda, top them off a little bit in their little sippy cups. But my son still would have had to have his half, and whatever make him good. But nah, I get what her point is, but I mean, she just her delivery is just crazy. But she tried it though. Period.
Wow.
Okay, D. So as a mother, I hear exactly what you're saying, and man, that's why I think you're such a amazing man. My father would have actually done the same thing. I remember growing up, me and my sister, we do not have the same father.
Okay.
And when my father would come in town, he would not only buy for me, but he would also buy for my sister. But the thing is, though, it is not something that he was obligated to do. Because my mother, God bless her soul, decided to have, me with my father and my sister with her father. So at the end of the day, it's amazing for men to step up and do that, but they're not obligated to do it. So as a mother, what I would have done is I would have took that little Happy Meal, whatever it was, and I would have split that between my god darn kids. Forget if the daddy brought enough for everybody else. As a mom, you do what you gotta do or whatever. So hey, maybe we should unpack that. It ain't his fault, it's her fault, because you should have divvied up that food if he didn't have enough to pay for everybody to get something to eat.
Hey, how about this? How about this? Did y'all watch the video on the YouTube? Did y'all hit the link?
Yeah.
Because like Alexis just said, shout out to Alexis, right? She said how her lashes done, but she don't have it to get food, but she get food stamps on the 7th. While her eyelashes are done and your kids are hungry. Why are you relying on a baby father that's not the father to your other kids? Hello? You can't make this shit up. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'm listening to you guys, though. I'm carefully waiting because I got something to say. I'm just reading comments as they pulling up and they tapping in. What up, P. Booker? What up, Autumn Latoya? I see you guys. Alexis, I see you guys. Tap in with me, Clubhouse. What it do? How you guys feeling? Because I got a lot to say, and it's not friendly. I got 2 words for this baby mother, and it ain't happy birthday. Hello? She's out here talking crazy. And I get it, right? The nice thing to do would be to, yes, take the kids, the duck, the big duck that crosses the street with all the little ducklings behind it, looking like they all happy, and then the traffic waits while everybody all ahs and oohs, and the kids in the back of the car look, say, Daddy, Mommy, there goes the duckies. Yeah. If it would have been nice if he would have took those kids and her ducks, her mother and the ducks, to McDonald's, right? But the fact of the matter is, those aren't his kids. And too many times men step into situations and, God forbid, for whatever reasons or another, the situation does not work out. He shouldn't be obligated to be less performative for his kids because the mom had other kids, or shit, keep it 100, make it vice versa. You shouldn't be obligated to take care and do something for other people's kids, and those aren't your kids, respectfully, disrespectfully.
Hey, wait, Broadway. Broadway.
Tap in with me, Mike. I'm going to come to you, Alexis.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, and I think that's true under some conditions, but it makes a difference if the dude is living there as her current boyfriend with the kids in the house. If that's true, then he's like a stepdad in that sense, that the other kids' dads are irrelevant when it comes to him being a role model to the 4 kids in that house instead of 1.
Sure. So
following me.
so here's
So
the
in that
thing.
case,
Hold
in
on.
that case, during his time with her, he could have more of a manly responsibility to do it, whether or not he's expected to. He could have more of a manly responsibility to do it if he's living in the house and if he's the active boyfriend. If he's just coming to visit his kid and the other kids are there and the woman's hanging out with him because he's coming to visit his kid and she's just like playing between the dads all she wants or whatever, at that point, then no, he doesn't have to feed those kids. And if she has a problem with it, it's her fault that they're not eating and she needs to buy something to split it up.
Well, so just to give you a broader scope of things, because I'm not sure at what point you came in, Mike, but that's not his. It's just the baby mother at this point. They were together. She has 4 other children. Just to give you a full scope of it, she has 4 other. She has 4 children together. His kid is the youngest. His kid is the youngest kid. That's what she said in the video. His kid is the youngest kid. So he met her with.
Why is she exposing all her kids to the dad of one of the kids? Why the hell is she doing that? That's not her. That's not a good mom.
Hello? Now, here we go. Exactly. But her eyelashes is done. She got that new Victoria lace front on. Hello? Lace fronts got names, fellas. I just learned this. Hello? She got Latricia and Latrell in her hair. She got the highlights. Hello? She looked like she pulled this straight off the little mannequin, right? They look like they sized it to her head. They put the right glue in the hairspray that got the split looking right. It matches the scalp. Hello? She seemed like she got it all together. So why are you asking this man to split a Big Mac 4 ways? Hello?
Yo, did she said they were still smashing from time to time though?
I'm going to play the video again because there's a lot she said. And I just wanted to play it so that everybody have a broad scope of what we're having a conversation about. But before I do, I want to tap in with Alexis because I got her on Instagram with me right now. Tap in with me, Alexis.
Hey, Broadway, how are you?
How you feeling, Queen? Greetings and salutations. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you. Okay, so I have a lot of opinions about it. So at first, I thought that he was just, he was not wrong, not right. I thought she was just really exposing herself as well. I think that, she was wrong. Then after I listened to it a lot more and spoke with other people, and just listened to the context of what she was saying, like, you knew what you were getting yourself into, like when you had a baby with me. I think that they may have had some type of agreement before the child was born. I think that they probably were together and he was really doing for all the kids. I'm going to presume that their fathers are not in the picture because I don't think any woman is going to let some man around her and her kids if he's not doing anything for them. So I do think they probably had looked at him like as their dad for a minute. But at the end of the day, he's still not obligated to do for those other kids. Like I stated before, if you don't get the food stamps until the 7th, I don't know why your lashes is done, ma'am. I don't understand.
Why are they done? Why are they done? They was you. Hey, you can't see me on Clubhouse, but if you like, they look like this. They look like they was doing this. What's happening right now? Like,
but, I really feel like too the fact that you have to keep saying like, I don't get my food stamps until the 7th or the 11th. I feel like he needs to go get his son. He really needs to go get his son because if the mom can't feed the child until she gets her food stamps, it's a problem. You need to go get your son.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what shout out to Aaron Mallory. I'm gonna tell you what Mr. Let Go said. He said He said if he was having sex, if he's a Dusty, if he was having sex with a woman that he knew was getting food stamps, what grade and type of a man does that speak to him being?
Very much true.
If you knew in advance the type of woman, because we're going to hold all parties accountable. He doesn't get the easy pass in this at all. Because if he knew the type of woman she was, why the fuck was you sticking, excuse my vulgarity, I'm not upset, I'm just passionate. Why the fuck was you sticking your penis in this woman that was on public assistance because now she's looking for a meal ticket? How? Wow. Instagram, go to my YouTube. The link is pinned in my bio. I'm about to play this video. If Instagram freezes, I will be right back. I promise you guys, it's going to freeze for about maybe 45 seconds, and I'm coming right back. So stay right where you are. Don't leave. Don't start a new live. Don't hit another. No, nothing. Stay right there. What up, though, India? I'm coming right back. Live on Broadway podcast. We got to play this clip again because there's a lot going on, and I need the viewership on YouTube to tap in. Hey, Terica, what's happening with you, Queen? Greetings and salutations, beautiful. Check it out. Live on Broadway podcast.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only...
Wait a second. Nope. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with her at all today. I promise you I'm not. So off top, she's saying, I'm the baby mama. So you looking for notoriety. And by the look of your chest, you look like you might be kind of thick-waisted. She looking for notoriety. She's looking for it. She got the little leave out in her hair right now. Y'all see it on YouTube. She got the little leave out probably. It's been, you know, when you go to Dominicans, they roll it in the big round brush, and then they blow it out with the air dryer, with the blow dryer. She looks like she left the leave out. But anyway, back to the point, Broadway. She looks like she's looking for notoriety. But I'm going to continue to play the video.
Decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids...
Yeah, why women never want to be the victim, yo? I mean, why they always want to play the victim? Why? All right, I'm going to continue. I know, I'm sorry, YouTube. I know you guys want to see it. You probably just pulled up. Same thing, Clubhouse, Instagram. I'll be back at you.
Knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of...
What the fuck do me doing what I was doing as a responsible man and we were together got to do with me not being and upholding those responsibilities after the fact? Hello?
Our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's.
Ladies, and this is why they say when a breakup happens, be careful and take your time before introducing them to another man because kids grow attached very easily. Just wanted to wake that up.
Now, my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like,
because we're not together.
Petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's, though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
Ashley, is that your sister, Ashley? She sound like you. Boy.
Wow. Just,
hell no.
Just all types of wow. Tap in with me, Clubhouse. Take it away. Tarika said her hair and makeup is done. Okay. Tap in with me. How you guys are feeling?
Let's go, Trills.
Hit that link up top, please. Let's go, Trills. Hit that link up top and hit that. Please, let's hit that and get those likes up, please. We over 400 subscribers. Tap in less than 30 days. Tap in with us live on Broadway podcast. I need you guys' commentary.
Oh, nice. Congrats to 400 subscribers in 30 days.
Trillion.
Yes. Okay, period. I was just finished taking Claritin and Benadryl for the stingy dusty energy that I'm allergic to. So sorry I was on mute for so long because I couldn't breathe. Oh my god. Obviously, like no one's obligated to do anything for you, but I just feel like with children, like if it was that serious and he's that petty and that much of a bitch and he does not give a fuck, like fuck them kids, like grab your child, tell the baby mama, tell little Brandon to meet me in the car, and he can have his Happy Meal in the car. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was me, I'm bringing all of the kids something. And especially if you're saying your food stamps have not loaded, and if my child's in your house, and I'm alarmed. Did someone say that in the comments? Like that was a good point. I'm alarmed now. When your shit load, I'm gonna bring him back. So he doesn't even really care about his child. Like
I agree with Trillian.
A dusty deadbeat, like just stingy and whack all around. Because fuck McDonald's, fuck that he didn't do nothing for them and all that. Your child is in a home where the mother's saying she can't afford to feed her children. So now I'm gonna need us to go to court. Like men cry all the time about not being able to see their kids. Oh, my baby mama this, my baby mama that. Courts are in place for a reason. You could record. Oh, you got that on video? I'm taking this to the judge. Look, judge, she done said she ain't have no food until the 11th. I need joint custody. I need this in place and XYZ. But he's not doing none of that. I bet you.
But hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on. We don't know what he's not doing. Right? That's the first part, right? I'm coming to you, Queen. Give me a second, Queen.
We know he's not putting in extra hours at work because he can't afford 4 Happy Meals.
So, hey, listen, and that may be true, right? But when she goes on to say, "Hey, you knew what it was," I'm inclined to think, guess what? You fucking guessed it. She knew too. If he knew that he was having sex with a person that was on public assistance, nothing wrong with that. You need to get your help. Ain't bashing that, right? To each his own. But if he knew that's what he was getting involved with, I'm inclined to think that she knew too. So if she's pulling up,
too.
So here's the thing, right? The question is feeding another person's kid an obligation or not? That's the question.
I don't like the options.
No.
I don't like the options.
But here
I don't like
you see? And this is why I wanted you, where my shit at, right? Because this is why I wanted you to give commentary, right, Trillian? Because Trillian comes and she pops her shit and she be like, yo, real ass bitch, give fuck about back, hope 5, 6 figure. And I'm here for it to an extent, right? But fear is fear, right? And my responsibilities while I'm with you is way different than my responsibilities when we're not together. My responsibilities when we're together is to take care of house, home, you, and my children, right? My responsibility when we are no longer together is, guess what? Not you and those kids. She said that he said, and I'm just going off of the video. She said in that video that my response, that you would do it sometimes, and he said he would do it sometimes, but I feel like you should do it all the time. If he's doing it when he can, when he has it, why does that make him a dusty? Even though I do think he's a dusty. But why does that make him a dusty if he's able to do it when he can? He's not obligated to. He has no social responsibility.
He was just being a fuck boy, that's all.
Why you say that? The fuck?
I don't even like his outfit. I want to pack him all the way the fuck up from head to toe.
We don't like her hair. The fuck is you? Her eyelashes look like she got money to get her eyelashes done, but she don't got money to feed her kids. Hello.
And we can pack her up
she
too.
got money to do whatever. The man should have at least bought some fucking food for them children. Like, come on.
He did nails on. One mic at a time. One mic at a time. He didn't have it. Now what? He didn't have it. What you gonna do with that?
Nobody no fucking McDonald's or whatever.
She's a dusty. She is.
She's a dusty. Like, I want to know how many baby daddies she has.
She got 4 kids. Hello. And none of them, and is not with no near one of them fathers.
Yeah, that would. I mean, he didn't use his better judgment on picking this woman to be the mother, and she definitely has been used to struggling all her life, so she doesn't know no better. But really, like, is doing too much, and they both just horrible. And I hope they don't live in my neighborhood. But it's just I don't give a fuck about neither of them. It's about the kids. If he really didn't have it, because we gotta be realistic. If he didn't have it, that's totally understandable. Even though McDonald's is cheap as fuck, whatever. You could have said, listen, tell little Brandon, bring him to the car. I didn't bring the other kids McDonald's this time or whatever. I don't want to make them feel bad because that causes sibling rivalry, jealousy. It's clear they don't all have the same father. And you want little Brandon to get jumped by 3 of his siblings? I don't know. So I just think it's very in poor taste.
No, I appreciate that, Trills, and everybody that's in the audience. You know, we just having some passionate banter. Ain't nobody arguing, ain't nobody fighting. Tap in, and link your commentary, please. Let me tap in what let me tap in. Yeah, right, exactly, Aaron. Hold on, King. Let me read some of these comments. Let me see what she said. Oh, she said, I feel like Tarika said, I feel like he shouldn't have laid down with her. He shouldn't have laid down with her and had a child by her. She's already had 3. If he wasn't going to marry her, he should have just stayed with protection. Or he should have just wore protection. Mr. Let Go, tap in with the bro. He said, wait, how is he a deadbeat? He's there. Oh yeah, how's he a deadbeat? He's there. He's there taking care and doing what he's supposed to be doing for his kids. Right, Aaron, how is he a deadbeat? Wake that up. People just use these words because they want to classify and quantify it with a dusty. You can be a dusty and still take care of your kids. Wake that up. How is he a deadbeat? He's there for his kids. He's doing the work. We just can't quantify somebody as a deadbeat and he's taking care of his kids. That's clear and apparent. But anyway, Jason tapped in. Hey, Jason, I got you here, so I'll let you tell the people what you said. But Tarika said, I feel like he's not obligated to to feed her other children. He's not. That's just the fact. He's not. I'm gonna tap in. I got Queen up here with me on Instagram. Queen_Wise_Queen Indian_Queen_Wise. Tap in with me, Queen. How you feel about the conversation that we're having?
Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Queen.
Amen, amen. I'm not here to judge anybody, but it's self-explanatory. The thing is, that man is not obligated to do anything for those children. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this, but then I'm not sorry. But at the same time, if you have a heart, you will think about the children. But let me say this. Okay, so you getting public assistance. The thing about this generation is that they buy these fast foods instead of going inside of the grocery store, buying beans and rice, cornbread, chicken, stuff that's going to last through the month. It's like a competition. Who going to go to Carl's Jr.? Who going to go to Burger King? Who going to go to McDonald's? Instead of thinking about the whole month, they want to go out and buy these fast foods, which is not good for the children at all to be eaten anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, whether they having sexual intercourse or not, that's between them. But she shouldn't expect that man to go out his way for those other children unless she's getting paid on the under. I don't know what's going on.
Right. I mean,
that's just what it is, and I'm sticking to that.
Right. Tap in. I just asked the community on YouTube, tap in with us. Is feeding another person's kids an obligation? Make sure you guys are tapping and hitting that link that's pinned up top. That link is not there by happenstance. Hit that link because we are simply streaming on YouTube. Hit that link and hit that like button when you get to that link. Please and thank you. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get those likes up to 20. Like, comment, and subscribe. Broadway the Giant on YouTube. Tap in with us. Clubhouse, what you got? I'm spreading the wealth. Get it while it's getting good. Jason Real Show. You want to read the people, tell the people what you said on Instagram? I mean on YouTube, or you want me to?
I do it. He's not. Would I do it? Yes. I would come there and be generous. But being generous It's not an obligation.
Mm-hmm.
He's only obligated to take care of his kid. He don't have to be, he don't have to logically and factually speaking, he doesn't have to be generous. He's not obligated to be generous, but he is obligated to that one child that he has with her. I have a stepdaughter. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, I go to the house, you know, she's pregnant with my grandchild. I bring food for all.
Sure.
But that's because I'm generous, even though I am obligated because I married that woman. But he's not married to this woman. He's not married to this woman, so he's not obligated to any stepfather or stepfather duties. Only if you came out of a marriage and you divorced the woman, yeah, you should still be obligated to take care of your stepchildren. But those are not even his stepchildren. It was just I don't know if it was a one-night stand, but she has stated in the video that he has bought the kids food in the past, and now that he decided to leave the relationship, now he took his generosity with him and said, you know what, I'm only gonna feed my kid. You know, now she should have took that money because she had a fresh pair of nails.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like she had
$1 million bucks.
She looked like she just got her hair done, and she crying about she ain't got no food stamps. Did you cash in the food stamps?
Right.
Did your hair done or nails done? We don't know, but all we know is she's on the internet trying to go viral, probably stirring us all up so she can get a YouTube channel popping, because she know all her sisters gonna come over there and support, and then she got another income. That's all I got to say.
It's interesting, right? I want to tap in with Benoit in a second because you know, she always has a different angle, a different viewpoint to look at things from. So I definitely want to hear from you in a second, Benny. You know, we got Stacks in here. We got the Giants in here. Tap in with me on YouTube. Get in those comments. I want to know who's here with me specifically. Shout out to the Facebook viewership. I appreciate the love. Shout out. So much to unpack, man. It is literally so much to unpack because she stood in front of the camera looking like she's $1 million bucks. She said, I'm gonna put my best foot forward on this. But something tells me just the way that she was speaking. She said, you can't feed my kids with that. How she said, you can't feed my kids with food. She wasn't even speaking in full sentences. If you watch the full clip, I didn't cue up the full clip, but too long. Anyway, I feel like she was doing a lot. Tarika said, I feel like he's not. I see you guys are tapping in on this poll and y'all saying on YouTube that, yeah, he's not obligated to do that. He doesn't have to do that. And I wonder what makes him, you know what, let me digress. Benoit, Benny's on the phone. Tap in with me, Tish. I know you've been sitting here for a little bit. You've been listening. I don't know. What up, relationship strategists? I know you guys are listening to the commentary. I want to play the clip one more time. I want to play both clips actually together without interruption so you guys can tap in and give commentary. Can we do that? Queen, stay right there with me on Instagram. It's going to pause for a second, but I'll be back momentarily, beloved. Here we go. Here's the first clip.
Day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child.
No, I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings, though.
You had them kids. Here's the second part. She responds.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids gotta feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's, though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
Some nasty work out here. Tap in with us. We got new giants in here with us on Clubhouse and Instagram and YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube viewership. Run those likes up. Hit that like button on Clubhouse. Run up to the top. Hit that that link that's pinned to the top. And while somebody's giving commentary, casually hit that like button on that link. We appreciate it. Let's get these likes up. Thank you in advance. Tap in with us. Clubhouse, what you got?
I mean, I'm over here at like questioning. How is she getting her hair done? Do you got a job? If you don't got no job, then that make me think: are you selling your food stamps? Is that how you getting your hair done? Is that why your kids?
Let me ask you
don't
something.
Have food?
She's just
Ashley.
gassing it.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. I just woke that up.
If somebody is on public assistance, does that mean that or receiving food stamps? I think that's different. Does that mean that they don't got a job?
Well, let me just say
if she got 4 kids, that means she getting at least $1,200 a month for them kids. Food stamps. And for her to say she ran out of, if she can't feed 4 kids or over $1,000 a month, then she's spending that money somewhere else.
Well, see,
she's selling the food stamps, man.
She's selling the food stamps, guys.
But they came out today and said that it was all a skit. So this situation ain't even real. But there's people who live in this situation.
Who said that?
You can look on the blogs. It came out today that was a skit. So I'm just gonna say that.
But I'm asking who said that? Did they say?
To like all
I'm not saying what you're saying isn't.
Brand.
I'm not saying what you're saying isn't valid. I'm not saying that. So please don't confuse that. I'm asking who said it.
You can go to Jasmine Brand, Neighborhood Talk, Shade Room, all of that. They did an update, and so basically, there's 2 parts to that. Clout is like a hell of a drug. Everybody want clout. People be doing stuff for likes and views and stuff like that, and that shit is ridiculous. But and some people are really living this life, and I can only speak from a perspective of a person who don't have kids. But what I would say is like my grandma used to do like this thing with us. If you purchase for one, you purchase for everybody. But in this particular thing, it's a difference because every man should have been taking care of their kids. Everybody, so it shouldn't even been a deal. He paid child support for his kids, so there's that. So you should already have leftover money from your other kid's father to be like make up for the fact.
Wake that up.
So at the end of the day, or whatever, I mean, yes, it's a good gesture, and if it was me and I was, I would have paid, for the rest of the kids.
Yes.
But we know he's only obligated to that kid, so we can't hold, anybody accountable for that because that's her responsibility, and that's his too. Like at the end of the day, that's his child. He's paying for that. Everybody else should be taking care of their own kids.
So let me ask you something, right? Does it make him a deadbeat? Does this situation make him a deadbeat?
No, it doesn't. No, It doesn't make him a deadbeat.
Right.
He only had 1 child with her. Morally,
and he's taking
wrong,
care
right?
of him.
Right. Morally is wrong. Like you would take care of everybody, all the kids.
Yes.
But he's not obligated to do that. Having morals is different than obligation. If you are the courts, whatever the situation, you are responsible for that kid. That's who you made. But then if you say, okay, just because I don't like how that feels for me to see him eat and nobody else eat, that's a moral conscious thing. but that's not required.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So no, he's not a deadbeat dad. Just people need to just wrap it up at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have kids with raggedies, and if you dusty too, if you got a raggedy baby mama and vice versa, you need to do better management of your coochie and vice versa.
Yes.
That's it.
So look, Mr. Let
Can
Go.
I add something? Can I say something?
I got you right now, Queen. I got you right now. Mr. Let Go said, no, was she's spending all her money on that Easter egg grass looking hair. That's where the money's going to. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Let Go. What up though? Who was tapping there with me?
That was Sandra.
Hey Sandra.
Hey, how everybody doing? I had watched the video. I didn't hear about it being a skit or whatever, but I think it's something good to talk about, even if it was a skit or not.
Yes.
Everybody know for kids, McDonald's is a thing, right? I feel like he probably could have picked his son up or whichever son or daughter and, took her somewhere if you were just going to get a meal, because for real, that's not really helping her situation with the kid in the long run. McDonald's going to run right through the baby. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to hold nothing. So I feel like he's going to do something like that, a quick meal like that. He could have picked the child up, and then took her to McDonald's. Because even if kids ain't hungry, they see McDonald's, they going to light up, right?
Right.
So it's just all about, it's all about a treat thing. Or he could, you a grown man. True, it's not your kids, but I don't think it would have hurt.
It wouldn't have.
A little bit of something since your baby is there. True enough, it's not his obligation. It's not, it's not his kids. Whether he was with her, when he was with her, he did it because that's, when you with somebody,
that's what you do
with the kids. But when you separate, and I can say that because I was in a situation.
We know the niceties of it, right? Right, Sandra, we know the niceties of it, right? It's nice to do nice things and nice gestures. If I'm standing on the line, I'm paying my groceries, somebody probably don't have enough money to pay for her or his groceries. I got a couple extra dollars. Here, let me pick up the rest. We've all been in those situations, right? Where yes, it is nice to do, right? We also know that it's not obligated for him to do that, right? But
it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. That was rude.
No, that was rude of me. I cut you off, Queen. I appreciate that.
Okay, no, I was just gonna say, and I agree with you. I just like when it's McDonald's, when I was a kid, I can't remember if I like McDonald's that much. I don't know. But I just know for kids, McDonald's is like a treat. It's like a,
it's a big thing. It's a big
thing. So, take the baby out. It's your baby anyway. Give you a little QT time. Pick up the baby and y'all go around the corner of McDonald's and y'all sit and have McDonald's. Or if you got to go to work or something, take the baby to your mom's house or somebody's house and let her eat and come, whatever. But just having the baby sitting at McDonald's while all the other kids there, I just feel like it was, he could have handled it a little differently. But true enough, it's not his responsibility to take care of the kids, whether he was doing it when he was with her or not.
Here's another side to it. I'm coming to you in a second, right? And I got Indian up here with me too. Here's another side to it, right? It comes across to me that because she receives food stamps and she has all those kids, when somebody woke up and said she's probably receiving a lot of money, it dawned on me. I feel like she might just be upset that the other kids' fathers aren't taking care of their kids and he is. Hello? She might be upset that he's taking care of his kids and he's the one that got away, and because he's taking care of his kids and the other ones aren't. Because you want public assistance. You ain't going to get public assistance for one or two kids. You're going to get all that shit for all the kids. All the kids is in the system. So maybe she's upset because of that too. Because why would you be... Hold on, Sandra. Let me spread the wealth. I'm going to give it to Jason, and then I'm coming to Indian on Instagram. And I want to see you guys in the comments too on YouTube. Hit that like button. Because if you guys not hitting that like button in this room, please, it's very essential. Go up to the top, hit that link. It's going to take you straight to my YouTube. This video that we're doing right now. And hit that like button. Very essential. Please and thank you. Let's get these numbers up. Let's get these likes up on YouTube. Tap in with us. Go for it, Jason.
He offered to take the kid to the car and, take a spin around the block and the kid eat in the car with him. He offered that.
That was in the other part, right? The full clip.
Yeah, she didn't want
Interesting.
That. So she threw the food on the floor. Instead of him acting ignorant, you know what he did? He was a man. He got in his car and drove off. He could have got mad and said, yo, why the fuck you throw the food on the floor and shit, Like, that's fucked up. But he didn't make an ass of himself. He left the ass standing right there.
That's a good point. That's a good point because here's the thing, right? There's more to the clip. I wanted to play the part that in part one that everyone was talking about. But there's another side to the clip, and I guess that's what Jason is waking up, right? So wait, was it Tish that came in and tapped in that said that it was a what up though, Jarvis? Was it Tish that came in? Was it Q Tish that said that it was a hoax and that it was the skit?
Yeah, I back channel you the link.
All right, cool. Could you tell me or tell us, share with us what was shared? I'm looking for it now. Go ahead. I'm listening. Hold on. I'm looking for it now. Bear with me for 1 second. You guys can continue to have the conversation. Put it in the group chat. Put it in. Hold on 1 second. Put it in the group chat so I could grab it from right there. Because I the way I'm looking at it on my side, I don't see it. So Tish, could you just put it in the group chat? Tap in with me. Was that Jarvis?
Yeah, I wanted to. I think I said this before in another room, or we had this conversation, but I want to reiterate, like, traditional men, the modern man. I think us as men, we understand. Okay, being a man and how we're conditioned to be men. Men, there's double standards. Men can't do what women do, and women can't do what men do. For the most part, we have gender-specific roles. So,
Absolutely.
an example of that is, it's not manly to be like a catty, chatty patty. You know what I'm saying? Like if you and your lady arguing and she go low, as a man, you don't go lower, you go higher. You like, because now you fussing like a girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say, okay, his intentions, was there malice in his heart, or was he just broke and he couldn't afford it? If you maliciously are going, because people weaponize kids, women weaponize kids, and so he was weaponizing the kid, and her kids are like a casualty of a war. Like, me and your mom's beefing. It's not really about the kids. It's, I just want to cause harm to her. You know what I'm saying? So if we just embody that in totality and come from an informed, we just guesstimating. We're not coming from an informed standpoint. We assuming. We believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. So
that's a
we
fact.
really don't know the whole truth, and that's my 2 cents.
Hold on. Can you send the link, Tish? Can you send the link to the group chat that's on the bottom, the group chat, not the DM?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, my bad. I thought you sent it already. All right, my bad. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, don't assume the man is broke. She made this a pattern. She didn't nip this in the bud from the get go.
Nah, that nigga broke. That nigga car dirty.
She said he always come through with this 1 mil shit. So she made it a habit. So if she would have checked it from the door, we wouldn't even probably seen that video. But she let it go on. You know what I'm saying? She should have checked it from the door, like, yo, this 1 mil shit, it's not happening. Take your son with you if you want him to eat by himself. But you ain't gonna be disappointing the rest of my kids up in this motherfucker. This 1 mil shit is done. It's a one time and it's done. This is gonna be the last time you come over here. It's the first and last time.
Right.
You check that shit from the door. You don't wait till he do it. See, this is what's wrong with a lot of women. Stop letting niggas escalate shit more over and over and over.
Say that.
If he fucked you over once, throw him or kick him to the fucking curb. Don't give motherfuckers, and it's for men and women, stop giving niggas chances. What they show you is what the fuck they are.
Right.
That's so true.
Wake that up. Wake that all the way up. Okay? I think as we sit patiently, I'm gonna play that other clip because as we understand it was a clip and it was a skit, but nonetheless, still real shit happens in life where you're doing something, you're with someone, Yes, it's nice to take the other kid's food. Yes, it's nice to do these certain things. But the fact of the matter is in real life, shit happens. And you can't be upset with a mother or father that's not taking care of somebody else's kids or whatever the case may be. Because let's face it, right? Nobody out here sitting on Donald Trump money, right? So everybody coin, you might not be living check to check, but that don't mean your money isn't accounted for, right? It doesn't mean that you every month you're not putting $700-800 away into your savings for whatever reason, for your kids, for a vacation, for your significant other, for a gift, for holidays, yada 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 yada. It doesn't mean that you got it because you got it. That don't mean that. And yes, social constructs, what men do to what Jarvis was saying and what women do is different. It's different. I want to get you guys commentary. I see the comments on YouTube. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting conversation that we're having here. And before I get to the final thoughts, I wanna at bare minimum run these likes up some more and also get some commentary. Queen, how you feel about it, Queen? Queen, are you with me, Queen? Queen, Indian Queen.
I just feel like it's making our black community look very disgusting. It's been like that for years. But unity, it has something to do with unity too. But just like I was saying, that man not obligated to feed that woman's children. And then, making our black men look crazy when this guy can really be a beautiful guy inside. We don't know who these people really is. Mm-hmm. But with that hair and them lashes and all that, you supposed to be looking toe down and your children supposed to be looking good as hell.
That's right. Hello, wake that up.
That's the truth, for real. Your children supposed to be looking good. I don't care if they have on Payless shoes or whatever, DDs or whatever clothes. You supposed to be looking raggedy as hell, but your children supposed to be your life.
Top notch. Yep.
Yes. And that's what I done because I was on public assistance. But I'm going to tell you this, my children grown, but my children, I made sure that they looked it damn good. And I was sitting back in the dark looking like I was so down, but it was for a better reason than what it is today. Because today is just sick. This generation today is just ridiculous. It is nasty. It is nasty. But we don't know what those people is going through. And just like a lot of people on here were saying about the clout and want to be seen and using people. You got people that use people for cash apps and GoFundMe's and everything just to make people feel sorry for them. So, yeah, there it go right there.
Yeah. We appreciate that, Queen. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. It's
well said. Very well said.
Well said, right? I think, another thing to what she said is I think yes, we this goes back to yesterday's stream, right? To an extent, I don't think women want to put themselves in certain situations, right? They don't want to traditionally put themselves in certain situations. So if they were dating and being around a particular type of man, they perhaps would have a certain belief in that if a man says they're going to do this, they're going to do this, right? Because I'm sure what happened was, and I believe somebody else woke this up earlier, but if they had a system, if they had a plan in play, that if he didn't deviate, if they would have stuck to the plan, then she might be in a better situation with him. He might be in a better situation with her. So because somehow, some way they deviated from the plan, or perhaps, frankly speaking, they never had a plan, this is the ramification of not having a plan. Or when you have a plan and it goes wrong, right? What up? We got
a lack of communication.
A lack of communication.
Because
Sandra.
I don't know if you're about to say what she could have even done. We don't know the situation, but just ask. Just say, I'm in a rough spot right now. I don't know if you can, but if you can stop me down, get 4 burgers, I really would appreciate, just a little humility, just ask, shit. just because I don't know if she expected it to him, but it sounded like it.
Yeah.
From it sounded like she was expecting him to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think if she would have came humble, just be like, hey, especially somebody to take care of his baby. She could just said, hey, if you don't mind, especially you've been around other kids, can you do you mind just kicking in for me this one time for the other kids for me? And he probably would have did it. You could McDonald's dollar menu. Just hoping I'm out there communicating ass shit. You got any help? Ass.
Shout out to Sandra. I'm coming to you, Maya. Give me 1 second. Maya J, I'm coming to you. We got Sincere up here with us. What up, though, Sincere? How you feeling, King?
How you feeling, brother? It's a good topic. I just wanted to give my take and then just go on my way.
I appreciate that. Hold on, King. Where we speaking to you from?
I'm from the District of Columbia. I'm from
Okay,
DC.
okay. Somebody get Darius over here, man. Shout out to the DMV, man.
Can I give my opinion or wait?
Yeah, sure. Go for it, King.
Oh, I 100% agree with the brother. He's not obligated to do nothing to a child that's not his. He doesn't have to feed nobody's child if it's not his. And the thing is like the rise of baby mama culture is the reason why you see this in society. If she was a wife, none of this would have been even happening.
Wake that up. Hello?
Right, and that's the thing. In my opinion, baby mama culture upon rise has caused all this confusion in society. In my opinion, if women were more traditional, we wouldn't be having these problems in society nowadays, in my opinion.
Sincere said what he said. He dropping mics and he's moving on. He said we wouldn't be having these problems if marriage culture was held as more sacred and more of a vital importance than baby mama culture. Hello. And thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Sincere. Do anybody want to respond to Sincere? Anybody have any pushback, any rebuttal, any type of agreement? Go ahead, Sincere.
And I just wanted to say this. Me personally as a man, I don't deal with women that have kids. I want to start my own tribe. I want to start my own family structure. So if you're coming to me with 6 or 7 baby mamas, I'm not dealing with you because there's too much confusion. I got to worry if you still love me and love your baby father at the same time. So it's a no for me, in my opinion.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with your opinion. If that's what you like, that's what you like, period, point blank. You ain't got to apologize for that. You hear me?
Yeah, I just feel like we just got to get back to the old days, the traditional ways. We can fix the culture, fix the family structure, in my opinion.
What I will say is this, though, right? Sincere, right? Shout out to the YouTube viewership as well. What I will say is this. I believe that because a woman has a child, it doesn't take away from her value that she can add to your life, right? That coupled,
of course, I agree.
That coupled with sometimes, in most cases, right? A woman with a child she sees things from a different vocal point, right? Because your experience in life teaches you to see things different. You hear all the time when women open up their mouth. My child was my blessing. If it wasn't for my kid, this. If it wasn't for my child, that. That's because kids have a way of allowing people to stop doing some of the things that they was doing or start to do some things that they haven't been doing, right? So I think kids in a lot of ways lend value to men and women, right? But as a man, speaking from a man's standpoint and dovetailing with what you just said, beloved, I think sometimes, and you choose to move how you will, and I'm sure that whatever your experiences have been in life has led you to this point of feeling the way that you feel. But sometimes women with children add more value than women that don't have children. Wake that up.
And I just want to pose this one thing on you, brother. In that situation, right there shows you that women truly do need a man. Yes. That shows you that women need a man. The whole logic of women saying, I don't need a man, right there at that moment shows you that you need a man. Not just one man, you need multiple men in that point. So I just wanted to give my take, man.
I appreciate
keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you, beloved.
I just followed you. I'm going to tap into the YouTube. If you do StreamYard, I'm going to tap in and talk.
My man, please, and thank you. Beloved, I appreciate you, King. Round of applause for Sincere tapping in from DC. I appreciate that, King. So here's the thing. I heard you say, Sandra, that you disagree with it, right? A woman.
No, I said I don't disagree with
Oh,
what
you
because he
don't.
said no.
Okay.
I said he said women want or need a man. I was like I don't disagree with that.
Got it. Cause my vein on the right side of my neck was swelling up with blood
Oh
because
no, I ain't gonna say that.
Oh man, let me get Maya J to the stage. Maya J, tap in with me, Queen. I know you've been sitting there waiting patiently and sitting pretty. I just want your commentary as to everybody's commentary and adding your 2 cents in it as well. I appreciate you for sitting patient, guys. Hit that like button on YouTube, please and thank you.
Greetings. Thank you for allowing me the floor. This topic is very interesting for many different reasons, but I'm just gonna give like my rundown for how I feel, why I feel the way I do about it. For one thing, like everyone has been stating, nobody is obligated to do anything for anyone else's seed. If that was the case, then there are a lot of motherless and fatherless children who are also homeless and hungry. So that means that we all should be putting the money aside every month and sending it where it needs to go in order to feed them as well, if we're going to look at it from that
Whoa.
perspective.
Whoa.
Secondly, it's interesting that everyone directly is saying that, well, a real man would do this or a real man would do that. But I don't define a real man by someone else's opinion or a situation in which it can be viewed from a different perspective. Because if you do that, then you basically are taking away from the things that he probably is doing. And like she said in the video, oh, he has done this, he has been doing for them before. So does that make what he was doing before just irrelevant because of this particular situation at this very moment? Is he not a real man because he didn't get it this time? What about the times before? Was he a real man that day? Interesting perspective to just put into
Mm-hmm.
play. And lastly, her
Well,
as a mother, if feeding your child was your main objective, if that is what the issue that you were trying to resolve, then throwing the food in the street kind of shows that that wasn't really your main concern. There's some type of healing that needs to take place beyond feeding those children. There's a
Yes.
problem that they have with each other that has nothing to do with the children, because you just basically made it more difficult on yourself. You had one mouth fed, one less to worry about.
One less to
Then you
worry
only had
about.
the other three to have to get fed. So instead of expecting him to do something that he's not obligated to do, why not let him do what he is doing that he is obligated to do? And that therefore makes it easier on yourself as a mother. And I digress.
Hold
She
on.
sounds
yeah,
too much like right there.
yeah.
I
Now,
had to
Hold
come in
on,
and say
hold on.
that.
Just
can
let
I
that
can
breathe.
I
Let
point
that
out
breathe.
something?
Let that breathe. Just let it breathe. Just let it breathe for a moment. You can have the mic. Just let it breathe for a moment. Just for a moment. Hold on 1 second. Queen, who am I greeting on Instagram? What's your name, Queen?
My name
Bambi.
is Amaya
Oh.
Jones. My Instagram is the Maya J Way.
All right, all right. Thank you, Queen. Who's up here with me right now?
Bambi.
Bambi. All right, cool. Bambi, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna get Jason. I'm coming right to you because you said something in the comments, and I want you to further delineate on why you feel the way that you do, Queen. Tap in with me, Jason. How you feel, King?
All right, I just wanted to point it out. All right, she's on welfare. So um, basically, she's not getting the child support money because the money's going to welfare because she's receiving public assistance. She has to give up his name. So the child support that welfare is taken from him could have triggered
Wow.
him to say, I'm only going to do for my child if I'm going to do any extra.
Wow. Hold on.
How do
That's
y'all
it.
know she on welfare?
She said it.
Ah.
She literally said it. She said, my food stamps, my food stamps don't come in into the 7 for 11, whatever she said,
Oh,
right?
that's two different things. Welfare and food stamps is different. Ain't it? I mean,
No, the
Okay.
food stamps is a form of welfare.
It's a form of welfare. Okay.
well, what he was
She
talking
doesn't
about, because
have
I
any
used to work.
cash to
I'm just
feed
saying
her
what he was.
kids.
All
She
right.
I'm
doesn't
just
have any
saying what he
So
was
cash to
one
feed
talking
mic,
her
about
one,
the
kids.
paying
one
So
back
she
mic.
and
must
all
be
that
on
stuff. I'm
welfare.
just saying that's something
Jason, hold
different
on.
from.
Say that again, Sandra.
I'm just saying what I forgot his name was talking about the him them taking the dude's child support or whatever. think they do that for the welfare, but not for food stamps. So
Okay.
that doesn't mean she gets welfare if she gets food stamps. I
Okay.
know people that get food stamps that don't get welfare. But when
Right.
people have
Right.
to pay back money, that's for like what do they call it? Like welfare, or like a cash assistance, welfare money.
Right.
So that's why I was saying, how do y'all know she gets welfare? I know she said she gets food stamps. So how do y'all know she gets cash
I see what you
assistance?
did there.
Actually, cash. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we don't.
Oh,
She
let me,
hold
can
on,
I tell you?
beloved, just hold on 1 second, because we have somebody else. I'm gonna come right back. What's your point? Is it long? Because I want to get to Bambi. You got something?
It's not long. It's
Okay.
not long.
Okay.
The reason why I was saying that, because she did not say, "Oh, my job check did not come." She stated that her food stamps didn't come. So that means that's her only source of income to get food.
I see what he's talking about too.
I know women that get food stamps that's not on welfare. They supplement the rest of the money that don't come in food stamps with cash, because we already know that if you got, sometimes the food stamps may run over because the food is more expensive. So we know that the cash might have to supplement that. She didn't say, "Oh, I gotta wait for my job check." She said, "My food stamps I'm waiting on." Now,
Right.
if she said job, she didn't put a job in there, so more than likely she's getting public assistance.
Okay, I
But see, you're
appreciate that.
making an assumption still, because let me tell you
Hold
this.
on,
I'm somebody
hold
that used
on,
to have to
Queen.
get. I'm somebody that can't even have to get assistance and work. So
Queen.
you can not, and I,
Guys, guys,
you can work and get,
guys.
people work and
I
they'll
don't
take care of their kids and get food stamps. That don't mean.
I don't want to. I don't want to do. I don't just hear me. One mic, please. This is essential. We doing something special here. We doing something special. Bambi, come back up, Queen. Come back up. We doing something here. And I need one mic at a time. When I ask you guys to yield your mic, please just yield your mic. We're doing something special here. Please.
I
Thank you.
apologize for that. I thought he was sorry.
It's okay, Queen. It's okay. We lost the caller, but it's okay. She has said, Bambi said that women don't need men. And I wanted her to wake that up, because I wanted to get it from simply why she feel that way, right? Because I believe that she's saying it, but there's a lot of people that feel like, there's a lot of women that feel like they don't need a man. And it's so confusing to me. Very confusing to me. Maybe another pod, maybe another screen, maybe another time. But final thoughts. Let's get to these final thoughts, man. Final thoughts. Benoit, I know you've been listening. You've been sitting pretty. You've been hearing everything from the extreme right wing to the extreme left. I know you've probably been watching and seeing some of the comments going on here and there on YouTube, on Instagram, so forth and so on. Shout out to Jason. Jason said, actually, we need more wives and husbands for youth instead of individuals leaving when times get rough. Yeah, wake that up. Very true, Sincere. 80s baby. I like that, Sincere. But yeah, Benoit, I know you've been sitting pretty, listening. Commentary. Yeah, please. Thank you.
The situation is just so raggedy. It's not even funny. And I said in the comments section that sexual irresponsibility is the bane of black progression. And this situation really shows that. On both ends are very dusty. He came into a situation, he saw her situation and still decided to be sexually active with her without being sexually responsible, and that's what you get with that. And with her, being sexually active and not in a position to really take care of herself and her children effectively. And then those are the results that you get. I think that when she came at him with that entitlement attitude of, if you're going to buy for one, you're going to buy for them all, I think that you have to be mindful of your approach, because technically speaking, of course, it's a great gesture for him to do for all, but you can't come at him on and that's what you're supposed to do, and think that he's going to just acquiesce to you. It doesn't work like that. You can't talk to somebody crazy and expect for them to give you their all. And so, and that's just common sense. Because if it was the other way around, you know, she'd be petty with him too. Because nobody wants to feel disrespected or belittled. Because then people are gonna respond in kind as a result of that. So, you know, I don't know, man. It's just, it's so raggedy. It's not even funny. You look at your nearest black community. This situation is not even an anomaly. There's so many situations just moving through that it's pretty normalized, and it's scary how commonplace that situation is. And I'll park it there.
Hey, listen, thank you for that, Benoit. We appreciate that commentary. The real pressure said is coming in. The real pressure said she said her whole approach was crazy, lending credence to what you just said, Benny. Again, right? If the shoe was on the other foot, it would be the same thing. You guys really got to tap in with these comment section because they piping up. Sincere underscore 80s baby said black marriage is at an all-time high. He said it's life experience that a lot of women gotta go through in society as baby mamas. He said Maurice tapped in on Instagram and said if black marriage is at an all-time high, that means women are trying to stay home as well. That means, I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. But they piping up in the comment section on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm here for it. They tapping in. Final thoughts. Let me PTR so I could go in the line. DWI, how you feel, beloved? Final thoughts.
Man, I feel the same way I felt when I first seen the story. It's unfortunate to see people that have kids together act like this out in public and turn this into something that the whole world could see. I'm embarrassed for the kids. I'm embarrassed for the culture. I'm embarrassed for the mother and father. The whole clout chasing, them making a rebuttal, her going to get a whole PR team for her rebuttal today and say, y'all think I'm crazy, but period, don't fuck out of here type of energy is just like, all right, so we did all of that to say you just gonna just throw this food on the concrete and not show your mental fortitude and your social what's that word I'm looking for, Benoit, that she lacks very much
Lack of decorum,
Lack of
social etiquette,
yeah, name them all. Run the line, run the whole line, all of that, all the above.
uncouth behavior. Okay.
Yeah, it's just, and what I'll say is given that is the exact type of woman that I'm happy that I can say I stayed far away from, and I probably would never even come close to because I just can detect that energy and I stay far away from that. Never want to be in that situation. So unfortunately, but fortunately, I'm good.
As we go down and tap in with these final thoughts on the topic that we're having, please hit that like button. YouTube viewership, hit that like button. What up, Renna? What up, Renna? How you feel? This is the young lady that was just on Instagram. Shout out to Queen. Final thoughts. Let me see what we got. Allison, final thoughts on this, Queen.
Oh. I think it's all ratchet. Nobody ate anyway, so I mean, they could have gave me those fries.
They could have gave you those fries? Right. Wake that up. I'm here for it. Nell, tap in with me now. Okay, she probably not by her mic. We'll come back.
I'm sorry.
Thank goodness.
Excuse me? Excuse me.
Move over. Let her tap in. What up, Queen?
All I got to say is shit is crazy. That's all.
I need you guys' comments, final thoughts in the comments on YouTube. Final thoughts, please and thank you. Tap in with me, Jason. Jason, what you got? Final thoughts. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you the same. Tap in. Shout out. Hold on. Wait. Because I was told you guys are sharing the links out to your Facebooks. Shout out to that. Okay. Shout out to DWI's following. That's tapping in with us. Allison's following and everybody else that's sharing us on YouTube. And if it's on your page, shout out to you for viewing us. Appreciate you. Tap in with us, Jason.
Yeah, you know, let's just use this as a teaching lesson that, you know, generous is a privilege, and you know, obligation is something that he must do, or else he will be penalized. So the only thing we could take away from this, that no one is obligated to be generous, but you are obligated to take care of your child.
That's a ball.
That's all I got to say.
Say it again. Say it again. Nope. And say it 2 more times.
I say, being generous is not an obligation, but taking care of your child is an obligation.
Say it one more time for the people in the background. Say it one more time for the people in the background.
Being generous is a privilege. It's not an obligation. Taking care of your child is an obligation, or you could be penalized by the law and receive up to 6 months imprisonment.
That's a ball. I just wanted to make sure and drive that home. I appreciate that, Jason. Yes, Bambi. Hey, Bambi. Hey, Bambi. I disagree with that commentary you put in the comments on Instagram. I just want you to go back to Instagram and bring your pretty little self up here, Bambi, because I want to tap in with that. But final thoughts. Sandra, final thoughts, Queen.
You know, hey, I feel the same way. I didn't see the video where, you know, she threw it in the street. I mean, that's just downright ungrateful.
Yeah.
You know, so like I think, like, I forgot who said that. I think it was Benoit. But the queen, one of the queens had said that. I think, you know, it was kind of more to it. Like, why would you do all that? Doesn't make sense. So, you know, just like I said, I feel like, you know, maybe she could have took the kids somewhere else or whichever. But I just think, like, even like somebody said, it's just really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing for all of us to put that out there like that. And if, like somebody said, for the kids too, you know, when they go back to school and stuff, like, it's just too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Earlier in the stream, I had put a poll up on YouTube asking the Giants in the comments, is feeding another person's kids an obligation or not? 71% said no, it is not an obligation. 29% said yes, it is. I'm more concerned about the 29% than the 71%. Please reveal yourself so the Giants that are men know who not to have babies with. Hello? Let me see. Moving along. Maya, tap in with us, Maya J.
Yes. What are we doing? Giving final thoughts.
Final thoughts, Queen. On everything as a collective.
I'm just going to reiterate the point I made earlier. If we're going to say that someone is obligated to take care of someone else's children, then we need to start a fund for these orphans and these kids who don't have mothers and fathers to feed them and homes to go to. And y'all need to start adopting kids and feeding them as well.
No, thank you for that. She pretty much said, because that one was hard to hear, she said she's going to reiterate the commentary that she gave earlier. If feeding somebody else's kids is mandatory, then you might as well start adopting kids and just feeding them. If you want to give some stuff away, just start doing that. Tap in with me who we got. We got Naisha Queen. Have you heard the commentary? What's your tell us what it looks like from your vocal lens. Okay. Maya might be a little busy. Here's my thoughts, right? My final thoughts on this whole thing, Giants, is what up, Cass? My final thoughts on this whole thing is I think that it is an embarrassment. You know, we as a culture need to do better in holding our people accountable. I often jump up here and I say things like, you know, who taught you how to love? Who's holding you accountable? Are you holding yourself accountable? You know, are you standing in front of things? You know, simply meaning, who are the people that's in our lives, right? Because if I have one of my boys that's not doing things he's supposed to be doing and he's still my friend, then why is he my friend? He shouldn't be her friend. I mean, I shouldn't be his friend. Same thing with siblings, so forth and so on. If the people that's in our lives and we love them, then we need to start holding them accountable and making them stand in front of the real thing, the real work. Because if they look bad, you look bad. If they out here cheating and moving along and moving the goalposts to make themselves, for whatever reason, you look bad. If your man or homegirls out here doing something that's out of pocket, that don't best suit you, yes, you need to hold them accountable. Because if we're not, you fucking guessed it. We out here looking crazy too. Assistant principal that became principal, black queen in elementary school. She said something to me that I carry with me for the rest of my life, even to this day, and I want to share it with you guys. We had to take tests. And she came, we went into the auditorium. The test was taken. She said, hey, everybody, how do you guys feel like you did on the test? She went person by person. And everybody said, I think I did amazing. I don't think I did good. Some kids was elated, like, yo, now I know I passed, right? Here I am with grown brain thinking that, well, reflecting back on it, right? I'm thinking that she might have said something along the lines of, to the people that passed the test, to the people that felt that they didn't pass the test, that they did horrible on the test. They wasn't prepared for the test. But no, there was a fork in the road and it went left. What she said was you guys shouldn't be celebrating that feel all self-conscious and that's happy and that's celebrating knowing that you passed this test. You shouldn't feel happy about that. You should feel happy and rejoiced in the feeling when everybody is passing, when everybody's done well. So I took that with me with grown brain and Broadway brain, and I said, hey, I apply that to my life to this day. If my whole team ain't doing well, if my whole family, if my queen, my bro, my sister, my man, if everybody's not doing well, then guess what? Same thing Miss Jackson said, and that's no pun intended, but her name was Miss Jackson. Then I'm not doing well. We got to get out of the space of thinking just because I'm doing well, that's all that matters. How do I correlate that to this? Homie was out of pocket. He was doing something with somebody, and he shouldn't have been. Unfortunately, things happen. He found himself in a situation. Yet, all those kids on her side, that's where he went wrong. On her side, all those kids wasn't in the best position because you got 4 kids. By something in the back of my neck, the hair standing up on it, because I feel like she has more than one baby father. I mean, yeah, I know she has more than one baby father. We know that for a fact, as a matter of fact. So she's out of pocket. She's out of pocket. Sis, and I get it, life happens, but this is the ramifications of having babies too soon, or some women, respectfully, if it applies, having or looking for love in all the wrong places. Maya J, listen, those was my final thoughts. I'm gonna wake this up and read this last comment by way of Maya J's way. She said on Instagram, she said on YouTube, excuse me, it'd be so much going on. I'd be having it coming from so many different ways. Pause. That sounds crazy. She said, if he has to buy all of the, if he has to buy all of them food, does he have to buy all of them clothes too? What about cars for graduations? Is he responsible for his son or all of them kids? Hey, listen. She said it, not me. Live on Broadway podcast. Y'all know what we do, how we wake it up and come around these parts. 415 subscribers in less than a month. I appreciate you guys. Let's get it up. Tonight we back 7 o'clock and we tapping in, and I promise you something you're not gonna want to miss. Shout out to the YouTube viewership. Greetings and salutations. Shout out to the Instagram viewership. Shout out to the Facebook viewership. Shout out to the Clubhouse viewership, listenership.
I know.
Sorry about that. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Shout out to everybody, and great conversation. And we're gonna tap in with something a little bit more spicy later. Tap in with us. We will be back 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate everybody.
I got something coming at 5. I'm just about to put it up in the link.
All right, cool. Do that, King.
Good,
we out of here, YouTube. Per usual. It's cheap. Like, comment, and subscribe.